Greetings. We are in the lab. We're in the lab. This is Run Tell That. And as always, we got special guests with us all the time. We always got special guests. And this time we got Mad Flo, aka Florence Glover. That's good. It's not Florence Glover, but it's aka Florence Glover. Mad Flo, glad to have you with us in the house. I think you may be muted. We're gonna unmute you.
All right. People may think I'm crazy because they hear that name, Mad Flo. But I'm letting you know right now, I'm not mad, but I am mad about making a difference, about changing. Let me change that. I'm not crazy, but I am mad about making a difference for life of others through financial literacy. That's what I do on a daily basis. Glad to be here.
All right. Glad to have you. And so we're gonna get into this right here. So again, you threw some things out there, but you're gonna have to get a little bit more in depth. Mad Flo, who are you?
Hey, I go by that name, Mad Flo, but I'm just a normal person, just like everyone else. I'm married to a wonderful husband, have a wonderful daughter, have 2 great grandchildren, 3 other great grandchildren, not great grandchildren, but grandchildren. They're the best. 5 in all. Just makes my life wonderful. I'm a world traveler because you might see me anywhere around the world. I love to travel and I've learned how to travel. So this is me, world traveling, Mad Flo, all day long, loving it.
All right. That sounds great. And so now we gotta do this. We do this so everyone to Run Tell That. And so now I'm gonna just do this because it's for the audience out there. And we said everyone share, because we do this right here. Sometimes people get it twisted when I ask this question. But again, in the Black community, when we ask people, we say, who are your people? And some people, they get all esoteric. And I'm like saying, wait a minute. I said, the reason why we do that is because people know who you are. They might know your family members. They might know some other people connected to you. And guess what? They realize, like, wait a minute. There's somebody that's tied to me. So they jump into it. And I had some guests on Run Tell That. Later on, we found out that we're cousins just by them talking. So, man, who are your people?
Who my people? I'm going to name a few that you might know. You ever hear of Freddie Gilliard? That's my cousin. She wrote the book, Just Friends, and then she wrote a cookbook prior to that, a family cookbook. So that's my cousin there. So that's a surprise there to a lot of people. Who is my other people? You my people for one thing. And another thing you just said, you meet someone and then you find out you're related to them. I just met a person just last week and we're related. So in all, my people is all over the place. Got family in Ohio. My daughter moved to Massachusetts, so now we got, family there. I have family in New York, and I'm very proud to say that I have a sister in New York, 80 years old. Her husband's 90 years old. They get around, they travel. He teaches tennis every morning, gets up every morning, teach tennis, coaches tennis. And my sister, she travels a lot. They get around like they're about 40 years of age. I'm not lying. Up in New York, travel a lot. My people are all over the place. But I'm going to tell you something now real quick. Where my real people is, I did my ancestry. I did my ancestry. My real people come from Ghana. Okay? So that's where my ancestors started, from Ghana. And now we're here in Savannah, Georgia.
All right, one of the ethnic lines, that's right. One of them ethnic lines right there. Bam, to Ghana. Which ethnic family was it? Do you recall which one?
I don't know the tribe. I have to go back and look again, but I just saw it, and I'm going to make that on my bucket list that I will travel to Africa.
All right, absolutely. Yes, indeed. And so with regard to the tennis coach in the family, he need to give Julius Hall some tennis lessons. He need to give Julius some tennis lessons. That's right.
Go right there to New York. He'd be more than happy to give it to him.
That's right. We're gonna make sure that happens. So now, Mad Flo, we come to this right here. Who inspires you? What inspires you? Who inspires you? What inspires you?
Inspires me more than anything else is my daughter, Christy Glover. That is a young lady, single mother, and she did the most phenomenal thing ever. My 2 grandbabies. She adopted those 2 grandchildren, and from birth, she got the first one, who's 7 years old. She got this child when she was 4 days old. Okay. And then 4 years later, she was blessed with her sister, and she got her when she was 2 days old. This is my inspiration, my daughter, because she's up in Massachusetts. She's doing it on her own. But of course, grandma's still with her. But that's my inspiration right there. Every bit of that girl's life has been inspirational to me. Um, she grew up fatherless, but she did not let that keep her from achieving the goals that she wanted to achieve in life.
Okay.
And she's independent. I taught my child when she was growing up to be independent because I'm always thinking this way. I do not want my child to be dependent on me for everything. I want to be able to close my eyes. When I close my eyes, the Lord calls me. I don't have to worry that my daughter
Right.
cannot take care of herself and her household and her children. That's my inspiration, my daughter.
Okay. All right. Powerful, powerful. And we say again, we got Mad Flow with us, Florence Glover in the house with us right now. And we said to all y'all out there checking out the show, share, share, share. Okay, we got our Star Wars, Sister Deidre Murray checking us out. We got Reverend Betty Jones checking us out. Bam. We got y'all out there always support us. We love that and appreciate that here on Run Tell That. So now, Mad Flow. I gotta throw this out there to you. What song or songs give you that what song when you hear that song, like it gives you that feel, that sensation, it takes you up? What song or songs do that for you?
How you like me now? Toby Keith. I am a country song girl. I love country songs.
All
How do you
right.
like me now? If you ever
Okay.
heard it, if you haven't heard it, you got to listen to it. It tells a story. I love that song because when I hear it, it tells me of how we were not aspiring to be we want to be, but someone else. We aspire to see that person, grow or whatever. And people looking down on you, and then you make it big. And then you come back to life and you say, hey, how do you like me now? So I'm a country music lover. So, and that's one of my favorites, Toby Keith. And Toby Keith passed away. I think it was the beginning of this year. So that
Yes.
was one of my favorite songs of his. How do you like me now? If you
All
don't
right.
haven't heard, y'all have to listen to it.
And that's why we throw it out there, because again, the people, when you throw that song out there, somebody's gonna say, hey, I need to go check that out. And that's what happens. So again, that's why every time we build upon that library that we have songs of inspiration for each one of you checking out Run Tell That. And so now we go to this point right here. What is financial literacy? What is financial literacy? People talk about it. So
Oh
what
my.
is it?
Financial literacy is just getting financial knowledge, understanding how money works. We all work hard for our money, right? You work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. You have to sleep, right? Now, to ask this question, while you're sleeping, do you want your money to be sleeping? Of course
Mm,
not. You want your money to be working for you.
mm.
So you have to learn how to make your money work for you 24/7. You work hard for the cash that you make. You have to learn to take some of that cash, some of that money, and put aside and let it work for you. So financial literacy is just basically learning the fundamentals of basic financial knowledge so you can make better financial decisions in your future and your family's future. Simple as that. Learning and always learning. And this is what we do. We teach it. We have financial workshop classes. Now, these are free classes. So if you want to learn something and it doesn't cost you anything, just jump on our workshop classes that we offer Monday through Friday, 2 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. How convenient could that be? How convenient can it get? Even more virtual. All you have to do is register and Zoom in at your convenience. Now, if you can't make out virtual, I do them in person. So if you want to make it a family thing or a reunion or anything like that, I can come to you as well. So we do make it possible and easy, accessible for anyone who wants to learn financial education. We also have a local office here in Savannah, which is 48 West Montgomery Crossroads, Suite 203. We teach it there as well on Saturdays at 9 a.m. and also on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So there's no reason for anyone that's on this podcast right now that's listening that you cannot get access to financial education. Our company offers it.
So I'm 65 years old. It's too late for me. It's too late. It's too. I'm 65 years old, so
You still working?
yeah, I'm still working.
Okay, it's not too late. You're still making money. The best time to save is now, no matter what your age is.
Okay.
The best
Okay.
time to
Okay.
save is now.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't start now, when will you start? You know your greatest enemy is procrastination,
Mm-hmm.
because we
Okay.
wait for that green light. And if you ever travel from one city to another city, or travel from one destination to a destination, are you going to hit all green lights? No, you're not. There are going to be some red lights in there. So you have to start now, no matter what your age. And that's a good age to be, because being 65, I know you got your Medicare, right?
Yeah.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, you jump on that. You, with that Medicare, you did get um, free membership at Planet Fitness. I
Ah.
jumped on that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
any age, no matter what the age, but the younger we get our children involved, the better for them. Because
Okay.
I always tell people, you know what you can't do? You can't teach what you don't know.
Hmm.
So if you don't know financial literacy, if you don't understand how to make your money work hard for you, there's no way you can teach it to your children. When I was raising my child, I taught my child everything I knew about money. I opened up a checking account for her, let her handle that. And basically, because of the knowledge that I had, the little knowledge I had when I was raising her, and I taught her what I know. My limitations is what I knew, but I taught it to her. But guess what? To this day now, that girl still uses a checkbook and uses the register. I don't do
Okay.
it anymore. I taught her that. I don't do it. But the thing is, what I knew, I passed it on to her. But I would love to have been more financially educated when I was raising her, because I could definitely have taught her more.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to realize, if you're not getting it, you're not teaching it to your children. And we want to change the realms of things by basically not leaving what? A legacy of debt to our family. We have to learn how to build and pass on generational wealth. And generational wealth can happen. It's just that you have to start by getting financially educated. And I want to go over a couple of concepts with you so people can understand what I'm talking about when they say, "What are we talking about? Make my money work for me."
And we gonna get it. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get in that. Just hold. Man, so just hold
I'm just
up.
anxious.
She's mad about education. She's mad about so now so right. So and again, because it's a segue with regard to what you were saying. So this is the deal. Because right. I wasn't taught any of this. I wasn't taught this. I wasn't taught this. But for me, it's like is it going to be a long time? I don't have a long time to have to become educated. Like I had to go through 12 years of high school. So
Mhm.
how long is it going to take me to go through to become financially literate? Because again, that's education. So how long do I have to go through all this right here?
You know, we learn every day. Learning is a continuous thing, it never stops. But our courses that we have, our financial education workshop classes we have, they're an hour long. There are 6 courses, covered 6 different topics. So basically, if you can go through those 6 topics, those 6 courses, actually there's 7, because we just added on Social Security. So now people can come to us and learn more about Social Security Administration. So there are 7 workshops, an hour long. That is how much? 7 hours out of your life to basically get the basic principles. It's not going to teach you everything, but it gets you the basic principles. And when you get the basic principles, it's going to trigger something in your brain where you want to learn more, you want to learn more, you want to learn more, you want to learn more. It's like, oh, God, I got to get this. I got to get this. So you're 65 years of age. Start learning now, because what you learn, I'm pretty sure when your grandchildren are born, your children are here, you want to be able to teach that to them as well. So yes, learning is continuous. You should always be learning something new and different every day. I didn't start this until I was in my late 50s. And now here I am. I'm not going to say my age, because people be looking and say, dang, she looks good, but I didn't know she was that old.
Ah.
But I started this late in life, And I'm gonna tell you one little story real quick.
Oh, that's fine, because I was going to ask you what got you into this. What motivated? What made you take this pathway right here?
What made me take this pathway is this. I'm retired, so I did 25 years on the police department, Chatham County Police Department. Retired in 2007, but in 2005, I made a goal for myself. I wanted to retire in the next 2 years. So from 2005 to 2007, I set it up where I can set myself in place. I will have the income coming in, my pension, my real estate property I have coming in. I have that income coming in. And plus, I had another retirement plan besides my pension, which is called a 457B. I'm not sure if any of y'all understand what that is, but it's just an opportunity for me to put money into a plan, let it grow tax-free. So I did that. I had started that 457 when I first started in the police department a year later. So I was contributing about every 2 weeks, $400 every 2 weeks into that plan.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Now, what happened is this. After 25 years, and I'm planning to retire, I planned my retirement, but I did not plan my retirement plan. Now, let me get y'all to understand that.
Okay.
I planned my retirement with my pension and my secondary incomes coming in, but I did not make plans for that 457B. So when I retired, accumulation at 457B was over 157,000.
Okay.
And I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna let that money sit because I don't need to bother it. I got good income coming in. I don't need to touch that money. So let's let that sit and let it do what it's gonna do. Well, anyway, about a year later after retiring, what did I do? I touched it. When I say I touched it, I took $25,000 out, called myself going and do an investment. I don't know nothing about investment, but I was going to invest that $25,000. But guess what happened? I lost $25,000.
Okay.
But I did not lose just $25,000. Y'all have to listen up now. I lost 10% of that $25,000 because I was not 59 and a half. So when I took that $25,000 out, IRS wanted their share, which was $2,500. So I had to pay IRS $2,500. That is something called the 59 and a half rule, the 59 and a half IRS penalty. Because I'm not 59 and a half yet, right. They're going to penalize me 10%. Now, it doesn't stop there because after a year, the next year at tax time, at the end of the year, guess what I had to pay? I had to pay whatever my tax bracket was. So if my tax bracket was 25%, I still had to pay 25% on that 157,000.
Okay.
Correction on that 25,000. So in reality, I lost maybe about $37,000, but it didn't stop there because I kept touching it. So I ended up basically blowing 157, but giving the government 57,000 of that. So that was my downfall. But it doesn't even stop there because of lack of financial knowledge, not knowing what to do. If I knew what I know now, I could have taken that $157,000, rolled it over into another qualified plan, which would be an IRA. Once I roll into an IRA, I have control of my money. As long as it was in the 457, I didn't have control of it, really. The market did.
Okay.
So now I have control. I put in the IRA, I have control, so I can decide what I want to do with it. So I could have taken that 157,000, rolled it over to IRA. Once it's there, now have option if I want to open up an annuity. And I did not understand what annuities were back then, but I could open up an annuity and let that annuity accumulate and grow cash value until this year right here, which would be 15 years later. But Jamal, how much do you think that 157 at 8% interest, how much do you think that accumulation would have been today, 15 years later?
See how she's doing it. She's going to do the calculation in my mind right now.
I'm trying to think about it. Just give me a number. What do you think?
$500,000.
Woo, very close. It was 657,000. So I didn't lose because of lack of financial knowledge. I didn't lose 157,000. I lost the potential of that money growing to over 600,000.
Yes, yes.
I could have that 600,000 this year, because this will be 15 years, and this will be the year that I'll be touching it. And now I could get what you call lifetime income off that 600,000, and I'll never run out of money again. But lack of financial knowledge, I did not know. So this inspires me to get other people, anybody that comes 2 feet or 3 feet in front of me, they're going to get my business card and they're going to hear my little logo, Mad Flow. I'm not crazy, but I am mad about making a difference for the life of others through financial literacy. So that's my inspiration there. Not knowing gave me the inspiration to know and pass on the knowledge.
That's a powerful statement, powerful statement. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to a break right now. And who we have with us, we have Mad Flow, a.k.a. Florence Glover, and that she's here with regards to all of the things to enlighten us, to make sure that we're on track. We're going to come back because we got some more stuff to discuss with her. But again, this is Run Tell That. We're going to see you in a few.
All right.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
We are back. This is Run Tell That. And we say to all of you, support our advertisers. That's Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm with offices in Atlanta, Savannah, and Statesboro. Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Jr. Boulevard. Shepherd Food and Gas. That's located at Styles and Gwinnett Streets. We say, don't ride by, stop by. And One Price Cleaners located in the Farmers Market in Garden City. And we got with us Mad Flow, better known as Florence Glover. And so Mad Flow, you are involved in some things, and we want the people to hear about the things that you're involved in that can help them, that can uplift them. Because you brought that segue with regards to that when you say what made you get involved in this right here, and that the experiences that not only that you have, but all of us kind of have.
I want to share some of the. One thing I want to share with y'all is this book right here. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yes, we can.
But I'm gonna make an announcement. Everyone who's watching this show right now, this book is about the best book that you can ever have in your hands to understand how money works. It's called Saving Your Future. It's called Saving Your Future for a reason, because we want to be able to, after you read this book, you be able to say, you know what, I know how to basically save my financial future, my generation after generation after generation. And this is just basic principles of building a financial foundation. It's not going to give you everything, but it would definitely give you the basics. And that's what you need to start off with. I'm going to make an announcement. Everyone who's watching this podcast at this time right now, my number is 912-272-2300. If you want to get your free book, all you have to do, text me 912-272-2300. Text me your name and your email address, and I will contact you. and I will make sure you get your book, Saving Your Future. This is actually the book that we teach from on all of our classes. And there is also a workbook that is also we use for the student or who's ever watching to basically follow with the instructor. But if you text me your name, your email address, and you have to say in the text, I want my free book. Say that, and I will make sure you get your book. Okay? And it's one of the best books that you can ever have. Now, what do we have going on? Can I make some announcements now as to where we are going to be?
Right. That's why you're here. That's what it's about. Yes.
You know what? We are all over the place. When I say all over the place, because we cannot teach and say we're on a national campaign for financial literacy, because we are on a national campaign, World Financial Group, World System Builder. We're on a national campaign to financially educate 30 million families by 2030. Our initial goal in 2015 was to educate 1 million families by 2020, and we reached that goal. Then we changed it, but just increased it, 30 million by 2030. Now, how in the world can we financially educate that many people? I'm going to tell you how. We can't do it with one office located in Savannah, Georgia. Nope. We have over 300 financial centers in the United States, also in Canada and Puerto Rico. Okay. So we have the manpower. We have the potential to reach that many people. What we need is for you guys to get serious about wanting to learn. We got the material. We got the manpower. We have everything necessary. But if we don't have the audience, we don't have anything. So I want to make sure that you guys know that you're going to be part of the million once you get registered on our workshop classes. And the workshop classes, if you can put this cross, and I'm going to text it to you, Jamal.
All right.
The link is worldsystembuilder.com/WS-US. All you do is go to worldsystembuilder.com/WS-US. And guess what that gets you? Believe it or not, that's going to get you to a link to register for the workshop classes at your convenience. You can't beat that. 2, 8, and 10 p.m. Now we got 300 financial centers. Now let me let you also know we have in this month right here. We have an event coming up on the 30th. It's going to be in Hinesville at the Performing Arts in Hinesville, the Performing Arts Center. I think that's 2140 Oglethorpe.
Yeah, East Oglethorpe Highway.
East Oglethorpe Highway.
Some of y'all also know it's Highway 84 right there.
That's it. Now, that's going to be at 6 p.m. Now, the ballroom that we have, it only holds 200. So if you want to make sure you get there, you get a seat. Get there before 6. Get there at least by 5:30, a quarter till 6. But that is where we're doing something called money and mindset. Because if you change your mindset, the way you think, you can change your life. It's all about thinking differently. Because you know, and everyone realizes if you say positive things to yourself on a constant basis, positive things happen.
That's right.
But if you continually say negative stuff and everything coming out your mouth negative, do you think your day is going to go right? No, it's not. Money and mindset. If you change the way you think, you can change your life. Now, there's one event we got coming up, March 30th, 6 p.m. Now, another one we have is called the Summit. It's called the Spring Action Summit. Now, this is something that's going on worldwide in all of our financial centers. Okay? 912-272-2300.
All right, we're gonna put that one up too. We gotta put another one up there too. That's relevant, that tied to math flow. Also, we have to put that one up there. Right, so we got you, math. We got you. We got you. Go ahead.
Now, April 6th, We got something called Spring into Action Summit. All of our financial centers, we have over 300 financial centers in different cities. All of these cities are going to be doing a financial, basically, Zoom. We're going to do in one day, all of us going to be doing it at the same time. That's never happened in the financial industry. So we have over all these cities. I don't know if you can see this, but all of those cities, including Savannah, Georgia, on April 6th, we started from 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And if you want to be part of that, all you have to do, again, is register. Register for it, and I'll make sure that I get the information to Jamal so you can get it out there. But April 6th, it's going to be hitting, child. We're going to be really serious about teaching, and people are going to be serious about learning from 11 to 7, financial education all the way through in all those cities at the same time. That's never happened in the financial industry. We are making a difference, a big difference. That's why they call me mad. I'm not crazy, but I am mad about making a difference for life of others through financial literacy. And this is what we do all day long, And I love it. Now, I'm going to share a couple of concepts with you. And if anyone wants to tag in or text in and see if they know the answer to these little simple questions, just let me know. First, I'm going to ask everyone, have you ever heard of Rule of 72?
What? Rule of 72? What's that?
72.
Is that like something in golf? Is that something like, in tennis?
You might think it's a rule that your mom have in your household, but it's not. Rule of 72 is a concept that we all should know and understand. Because if you want to invest your money and you're given an interest rate, how long will it take for that money to double? You're getting a 6% interest. How many years is going to take for that money to double itself? The rule of 72 is a very simple concept. You use the number 72. That number is constant. It never changes. Only thing that's going to change is what? The interest rate that you have on the growth of your money. So if you take 72 and you divide it by 6, that's going to give you a number. And I'm not good with math, but I'm going to show you something.
All right.
I'm going to do it right now. If I look at my calculator and I say 72 divided by 6, 72 divided by 6, it'll take 12 years. Okay. If I got $10,000 and I'm getting 6% interest, it's going to take 12 years for that 10,000 to double to 20,000.
Okay.
And then 12 years later, you got another what? 40,000. Mm-hmm. So it takes that long for your money to double. Now just think, what if you get, now remember that number, 12 years. Mm-hmm. But what if you get 72, let's say just another 2%, divided by 8. How many years it take your money to double now? 9 years. Now, y'all remember when I said, when I came on, you want to make your money work hard for you, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about when I say you're making money work hard for you. So if you have your money that you use, if you're using a savings account as your vehicle to grow your money, it's going to take 100 years for that money to double because you're getting less than 0.25%. So the higher the interest rate, the lower the number of years that it would take to double. Now let's just take a look at 10%. How long would it take? 72 divided by 10. Bam, 7.2 years.
Yes.
Your money's doubling every 7.2 years. So now you've learned that concept. So what you're asking yourself now probably is, well, where do we get that kind of interest rate. Where am I going to get 7.2%? Where am I going to get 12%? Where am I going to get, that kind of interest? Well, I'm telling you what, if you're financially educated, you just have to have the knowledge.
Okay.
Everything else is going to fall in place. Because we're working every day teaching people and showing people how they can get up to 13% interest on their money. How they can actually, believe it or not, get 25%.
Really?
Yes. The money's out there. It's just that you don't know it because you've never been financially educated.
Okay.
So there are ways to make money. Now, to make your money grow for you. So you want that money to grow hard, want that money to work hard for you. You don't want your money sleeping because, while you're sleeping, you want your money to still be making money for you. And that's what it's all about. Now, let's talk about another topic. We're talking about the rule of 72, but let's also talk about taxes.
Okay.
How many of you in there want to pay taxes forever? I don't.
Right.
And people don't realize there are ways out there that you don't have to pay taxes on your money. Your money can grow tax-free. And when you're ready to pull your money out and play with it, do whatever you want to do with it, you don't pay taxes on it. The wealthy has been knowing this for so many years and taking advantage of it because they're financially educated. They know these tricks. And you may call it a loophole. It's not even a loophole. It's knowledge that's out there that people are not taking advantage of because for some reason, people run away from understanding finance. I mean, I'm trying to educate someone and they won't call me. It's like, okay, I want to stay in this little state that I am right now, not making any money, working for someone else, hard as I can, just making that money, putting in a savings account. They want to continue to do that. And they run away from knowledge. I don't understand it. Why do people run away from knowledge? Something is going to help you to be a better person and also learn about generational wealth.
Yes.
Now, so we talk about taxes. I'm going to tell you about 2 tax buckets. We talked about rule of 72. But if you don't want to pay taxes, you got to realize where you're putting your money. So what vehicle are you using to save your money? If you're using a CD or if you're using a savings account or a checking account, stocks and bonds, guess what happens to that? You have to pay taxes on it. Every time you gain some money on your interest, you have to pay taxes. That's something that's called tax now. Tax forever. And some of us are always paying tax forever. Now, there's something else that's called deferred tax. What is deferred tax? Simple tax later. Which means that the government is going to be real nice to you and they're going to allow you to put your money into these vehicles and just let your money grow, for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, however long you want it to grow, and it's growing tax-free. There's no taxes. But now you're ready to pull that money out. What happens? You have to pay taxes, right? Now, answer this question, audience. If you're putting your money in and it's growing tax-free, now when you're ready to pull your money out, did taxes stop increasing as years go by, or did it continue to increase? Taxes continue to increase. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be lower. It's going to be higher. So when you pull that money out, guess what? You have to pay taxes on that large sum of money that you have. Now listen to this. Okay, that's like 401k, 457b.
Okay.
Those and annuities, those are taxed later. Now, how many of you ever heard of tax never? Never pay taxes.
Know about that.
Never pay taxes.
Yeah,
we want to know.
We want to know about that.
All right, never pay taxes.
We want to know.
And the wealthy have been using this for many years, taking advantage of it because they know. How many of you never realize that these vehicles here, I'm going to name a few for you. And it's all in this book right here I'm going to share with you. So I hope everyone takes in to get a book. Tax Advantage is called Tax Advantage. Roth IRA. Whoever heard of a Roth IRA?
Mm-hmm.
You got your regular IRA, okay? The regular IRA is in the bracket for tax later. You're going to have to pay taxes on it. Roth IRA, you pay little taxes going in, but when you're ready to pull your money out, you don't pay taxes on it. Another one, 529 college savings plans. Put your money in, grows tax-free, pull it out for the children's college, don't pay taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Municipal bonds. Who ever thought about municipal bonds? Grows tax-free, money out tax-free.
Yes.
Anybody heard of health savings account? And if you haven't heard of health savings account, you have to get that through your job. So if you're working right now and your company offers a health savings account, not the flexible account, not the health flexible account. Now it's different. The health savings account gives you an opportunity to drop money in there, let that money grow tax-free when you need it for medical, anything medical. You can even use it to pay your insurance if you want, tax-free. And I'm going to tell you, when I learned about that, they offered that my last 2 years working on the police department, they offered us a health savings account. Right. I immediately, I only had 2 years to dump money in there. I immediately started putting $400 every 2 weeks. Okay. $400 in there. Now, another one is this. Oh my goodness, they have life insurance on here.
And Mad Flow, we're gonna come back because we gotta take a break because I don't have no issue with our producer because he'll try a trip. We're gonna come back and we're gonna come to this life insurance. We're gonna come, so we're gonna again. We got Mad Flow in the house.
I'm ready.
He's mad about financial literacy. This is Run Tell That. And we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna get into something because some of y'all need to have this going on for real.
Hi, I'm Katie Brewington and I'm running for Magistrate Court Judge. Magistrate Court is often called the People's Court because people represent themselves or are pro se litigants. Magistrate Court handles civil claims up to $15,000, dispossessory proceedings, pre-warrant applications, and good behavior bonds. I'm a great candidate for judge because I have the experience, compassion, and drive to get the job done. I have been a probation officer, a criminal defense attorney, a solicitor, and a municipal court judge, and I will take all of that experience to get the job done. So remember, vote Katie Brewington, May 21st, for Magistrate.
Back, Run Tell That. We have Mad Flow with us, and we're doing financial literacy. And again, something that we all need. Glad to have you on there. We say share, and support our advertisers. That is Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Junior Boulevard. One Price Cleaners located in the Farmers Market in Garden City on Highway 80. Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro, Georgia. And then also we have Chevette Food and Gas, and they say don't ride by, stop by. And so Mad Flow, life insurance. So I'll just share this with you. And I had the experience, which many of us have. family members passed away, and now they're homegoing service. And so we got to a conversation when the family, we all gathered together today, and it was about with regards to the wills and the probating of matters. And so we know a part of that also comes into play with regards to, we got to do the probating. We do that. We have letters of administration, or we have executives for the estate, but then also life insurance is something that we need to have, because it's something that can be beneficial for us in this world and in the afterlife, with regards to our family members still be carrying on and still living a way that we want them to live. So, Mad Flow, life insurance, you were talking, that's one of the mediums, one of those vehicles.
Yep, life insurance is one of those vehicles that you can basically grow cash value tax-free, and you can pull it out tax-free. And I'm telling you right now, since I learned that, before I even got the type of insurance I have now, I did have term life insurance. But I tell you the truth, I did not understand what I had 25 years ago, because the person who sat down with me and basically sold me the insurance, he did not educate me first about any other different types of insurance. And guess what? That was all they sold, was term life. I never learned about any other type life insurance. But yes, cash value life insurance can grow tax-free funds, and you're able to pull the money out. You can borrow it from yourself or just withdraw it, and you don't pay taxes on it. I love that. I use my life insurance to travel. I love to travel around the world. So going to Turkey coming up in October. Already got everything planned. But life insurance, and GoFundMe is not a life insurance policy.
Yes.
Okay. Donations from churches is not a life insurance policy. Collections from your family is not a life insurance policy. Because what does life insurance do? And we have to realize what it does. It's an income replacement. So that if you pass away unexpectedly and you are the breadwinner for the family, guess what? If you have life insurance and have enough coverage, that family can now be financially stable. They won't lose their house because you was paying for the house, and now you lost your, you lost your life, and you didn't have any life insurance. Now they have to move and get kicked out. So it's a lifesaver, but it's more than anything else, income replacement. That death benefit is income replacement. So free, tax-free. Remember that. Also, another benefit vehicle is long-term care benefit. Long-term care benefit it's not when you're going to need it. Is if you live long enough, you're going to need long-term care. Anyone that's listening to this audience right now, I want you to think, did you have to quit your job, move from the city or state that you was living to come take care of your parents? Because now they are so old, they cannot take care of themselves. You had to turn around and do all this on your own. And they did not have long-term care benefit, which basically means that long-term care is for someone who's chronically ill, that they cannot do 2 of the daily living activities. And the daily living activities, I remember it as BED, B-E-D, bathing, eating, dressing, and then the TTC, toileting, transferring out of bed, and continence. If a person cannot do 2 of those daily living activities, they're considered chronically ill. And a chronically ill person is usually in that state from 3 to 5 years before they pass on. And that is a devastating hardship on the caretaker. But guess what? If you had long-term care, and long-term care, again, bills, cash, tax-free. When you're ready to pull it out and use it, it's tax-free. What could it be used for? If you are, if you have to go to nursing home, now you have funds. You can choose you have choices now. So you can choose to have what? A single bedroom to yourself instead of sharing. If you need someone to come take care of you, now you have the funds through long-term care benefit to do that. And guess what? If your children have to come home and take care of you, and you do have long-term care, guess what? Your child has lost their job, and came and got a smaller job, less paying job, take care of you. But guess what? You can pay your child with that long-term care benefit for taking care of you. So we have to realize where you keeping your money, as far as, growing it, and if it's, building you cash but tax free, that's a good thing. Now let's go over one more item I want to talk about, because if you want a strong foundation, you have to build it like a house.
Okay.
You can't move into your house until you built your house, right?
Right.
And if you don't have a strong if you don't have a strong foundation on your house, that house is going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same, you think the same concept when it comes to building your financial house.
Okay.
Your financial house has to start with the income replacement of 4 things. So that's the bottom, that's the foundation there. It has to start with life insurance, income replacement. You have to have disability, income replacement. Okay. You have to have health insurance in place, so that you're not paying money out of your pocket to pay for your medical expenses. The insurance does that. And then you also have to think about having the long-term care benefit. So that's your foundation there. Income replacement is at the bottom. Life insurance, disability, health, and long-term care. What's the next step? The next step is going to be getting out of debt. You have to, pay your debt off as soon as you can. And I'm going to tell you a tip, everybody. When you have to learn to do a budget, for one thing, but you have to look at your income and your debt every day. Most people just looking at their income. They're not looking at the debt. You have to look at your income and your debt on a regular basis and map out a plan that you can, pay off those debt in a short period of time. I sat down today with 2 accounts that I have. One is $4,000. I already figured it out. If I pay $353, it would take me 12 months to pay it off. I set that up, automatic payment. Boom, that's taken care of. The other one is $3,700. I want to pay it off quicker, so I'm paying $1,000 a month on that. Boom, that's taken care of. Get rid of your debt as soon as you can. The next step, the next level, you have to set up an emergency fund. An emergency fund should be anywhere from 3 to 6 months, but I'm going to say at least 8 months of income. So if an emergency happens, if you lose your job, it takes almost 3 to 4 months to get a new job. But if you got an emergency fund set up, everything's being paid as if you didn't lose your job until you find one. If your appliances break down, you go to your emergency fund, not your budget.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing you want to do, now you can work towards those investments that you want. If you want to invest in 401k, 457b, IRA, Roth IRA, you want to make sure that you can get that. But you have to make sure the other 3 are done first. And I'm explaining to you why, so you really understand. If you go and you say, okay, you got your new job, but what you want to do, you're going to set up investments first. You're going to invest in 401k, Roth IRA, and you those accounts for 10, 15 years before you start doing anything else. And then guess what? You pass away. Now you pass away, all of those investments that you have, those are assets. Those assets are going to have to go through probate court. And if it goes through probate court, it would take sometimes years before those assets gets to your family. Now you've left your family financially devastated. But if you build your foundation right, do with the income replacement, life insurance, health, and all of that, and then you have your debt taken care of, and you have your emergency fund set up. If you pass away, guess what? While that investment, all of your assets is going to probate court, your family is going to be issued that life insurance with no delay.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's income replacement. We have to think on those grounds. Those are some of the things I want to share with you. Everything I shared with you is not from me. It's from this book here.
All right.
And all you have to do, 912-272-2333. Nope, 912-272-2300. Text me with your name, your email address, and you have to say in the text, I want my free book. And then I will make sure I would answer your text and I will get you your free book.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of our workshop classes Monday through Friday, 2, 8, and 10 p.m. How convenient can that be? worldsystembuilder.com/WS-US. Take advantage of the workshop classes. But you can always call me if you want me to do your workshop classes for you. You can give me a call. Gotcha.
So, Mad Flo, you are aware of Our Black Media, and you are aware of the shows on Our Black Media. All the other shows have marathons. They have 5 hours. They have 2 hours. They have 20 hours to do a show. They do telethons. Run Tell That is just 57 minutes. Just 57 minutes. We are the Little Brother Show. We just have 57 minutes. And so we're going to give you one last bite with regards to at the apple. Actually, give the people the apple. They need the bite. And, some information you need to give them. But we just going to real quick. We got to throw this out there to you. Everyone got to answer this question. Got to answer correctly. What is the best high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia?
Windsor Forest High School.
Jesus.
I know that's not what you want to hear.
That's the wrong answer. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, throw out there, quickly to the people, some insight that they need to have. So, bam, but then we're going to appreciate you, even though you a knight. But, we just go ahead, man, Flo.
Hey, audience, I just want to say this. Take your finances seriously. Take your family seriously. If you want to do the best for your family, the best you can do for your family is to get yourself financially educated. And when you are financially educated, you can pass it down to your family. And then you can start building generational wealth instead of leaving generational debt. So be serious about financial education. This is Mad Flo. I'm not crazy, but I am mad about making a difference for the life of others through financial literacy. Boom.
Bam.
Chaka-laka-laka.
We're glad to have you with us. And again, you said all y'all, we say share. Check out the other shows here on Our Black Media. And we'll see y'all next week. Always bringing people who will give you some enlightenment. And check out Mad Flo. Text her. 912-272-2300. Bam, Mad Flo in the house. And so we about to sign out, but we're glad to have y'all. We're going to check out all the other shows that are right here, and we're going to gain that information, that knowledge, and we're going to see Mad Flo around again and again and again. So, yes.
Thank you for inviting me. I enjoyed it.
Glad to have you with us. Yes, indeed. So, now.
Like this.